Yep. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Boston School Committee's annual organizational meeting. I'm Committee Chair Jerry Robinson. I hope everyone had a happy and healthy New Year and a restful break. We'll begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Because this is a remote meeting, I will ask Ms. Sullivan to please call the roll.
Thank you, Chair. Dr. Alkins,
Present.
Mr. Cadet Hernandez, Ms. Lima Barbosa,
Present.
Ms. Polanco Garcia, Mr. Tran,
Present.
Mr. O'Neill,
Present.
Ms. Robinson.
Present.
Thank you, Chair. We do have a quorum.
Thank you. Tonight's meeting is being shared live on Zoom. It will be posted on the school committee's webpage and on YouTube. The recording will be available in all of the BPS languages. Tonight's meeting documents are posted on the committee's webpage, bostonpublicschools.org/school committee, under the January 3rd meeting link. The 2024 meeting calendar will be posted once it is approved. The meeting documents have been translated into all of the major BPS languages. Any translations that are not ready prior to the start of the meeting will be posted as soon as they are finalized. The committee is pleased to offer live simultaneous interpretation in Spanish, Haitian Creole, Cabo Verdeano, Cantonese, Mandarin, Vietnamese, and American Sign Language. The Zoom interpretation feature has been activated. Zoom participants should click the globe icon at the bottom of your screen to select your language preference. I want to remind everyone to please speak at a slower pace to assist our interpreters. I'd like to begin by thanking Mayor Wu for reappointing Ms. Polanco Garcia and Ms. Lima Barbosa to new 4-year terms with the Boston School Committee. Both members bring critical voices to the role. Ms. Polanco Garcia as a BPS parent and community partner, and Ms. Lima Barbosa as a BPS alumna working in the field of higher education. Both are deeply committed to this work, and the committee is fortunate to have them. Ms. Lima Barbosa, would you like to say a few words?
Just excited to be reappointed and have a longer term to really be part of the conversation, not just of what's going on now, but definitely what's for the future. So excited to have the opportunity to continue on. Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Polanco Garcia hasn't joined us yet, but I will offer her our congratulations and give her a moment to speak when she does join us. Are there any other comments before we move on? Thank you. Our first order of business this evening is the approval of the 2024 meeting calendar. My fellow members, each of you has received a copy of the proposed calendar. I want to note that school committee meetings will be held virtually on Zoom at 5 p.m. from January through March. The committee will resume hybrid meetings at the Bowling Building in April. Are there any questions or comments about the calendar? Hearing none, I will now entertain a motion to approve the calendar as presented, recognizing that at times we might have to make changes to accommodate special circumstances. Is there a motion?
So
Is
moved.
there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion of the motion? Ms. Sullivan, will you please call the roll?
Dr. Alkins,
Yes.
Mr. Cadet Hernandez, Ms. Lima Barbosa,
Yes.
Ms. Polanco Garcia,
Yes.
Mr. Tran?
All right. Yes.
Thank you. Mr. O'Neill?
Yes.
Ms. Robinson?
Yes.
The calendar is approved unanimously.
Great. Before we move on, I want to acknowledge Ms. Polanco Garcia. Before you joined, we thanked Mayor Wu for reappointing you and are very happy that you have returned to be with us. Would you like to say a few words before we move on?
Yes. Thank you, Madam Chair. Happy New Year, everyone. Quiero dar las gracias a nuestra alcaldesa que continúa teniendo esa visión inclusiva de poder yo continuar en el comité escolar como la primera hispanohablante con un inglés no muy fluido.
Thank you very much to all and Happy New Year. I would like to congratulate Mayor Wu for her inclusive vision, for giving me the opportunity to continue as a non-English speaker and as a person that does not speak English fluently.
Y quiero decir que hay mucho por hacer, queda mucho trabajo en los aprendices del idioma inglés. Tienen muchas inquietudes y muchas conversaciones pendientes para muchos procesos que se esperan que podamos conseguir.
I have to say there's a lot of work to do, especially with the English language learners. There's a lot of concerns and there's a lot of conversations and processes that have to be implemented, and that is an ongoing process, an expectation we all have.
Para mí es un honor, un placer representar a tantos y tantos estudiantes y familias que tienen un perfil muy parecido al mío. Soy una mamá de BPS. Sé lo que es esperar un transporte para que tu hijo vaya a un transporte de la escuela pública y tener que irte rápido a un trabajo. Me siento muy identificada con cada una de estas madres y padres de familia que todos los días mandan a sus niños a las escuelas públicas. Así que espero seguir sirviendo con amor y espero que vean en mí una miembro del comité escolar que viene a seguir sirviendo, quiere continuar sirviendo y trabajando juntos con las familias para
Thank you.
continuar impulsando mejoras.
I do have to say that it is an honor. It is an honor to be able to continue serving for the Boston School Committee. It is a pleasure to be able to help all the students. I have to say that I fully empathize with many families. I am in their position, and their profile is very similar to mine. I am a mother. I am a mother that knows what is waiting for transportation there for the bus to arrive. And there's a lot of work to do. I would like to continue serving, and it is a pleasure to be able to do so in the process, especially with the families that have the same profile that I do. It is an honor to continue serving.
Thank you.
Y a la presidenta de agradecerle a mis miembros, compañeros del comité escolar, por su paciencia con mi inglés, por su parte de mi inclusión dentro del comité escolar, sabiendo que soy hispanohablante y que mi inglés es bien limitado. Muchas gracias y aprecio mucho su apertura conmigo a cada uno de ustedes.
I do have to say thank you very much to all of you, to all the school committee members. I do have to say thank you very much for your patience because of my language limitation and difficulties. Thank you very much for that perspective of inclusiveness that you have with me in the midst of my limitations. I do appreciate the openness that you had always shown for me to be able to execute my role as a school committee member.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll move on to the election of officers for calendar year 2024, starting with the chair. At this time, I would like to issue a call for nominations for chair.
Well, since nobody speaks up, I'll take this opportunity to speak up. I will be honored to nominate the same pair that has served us ably for the last 3 years or more. I would like to nominate Madam Jerry Robinson to serve as a chair again. Her even keel manner and patience in handling all our differences, especially me, during our meetings. Whenever I speak up, frankly of my thinking, I'm sure that she will not be stepping in to stop me. So because she does respect everybody's opinion, and she has been very hard working, advancing all our initiatives and ideas forward. So I will be honored to renominate her as the chair, if I may. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Thank you. Are there any nominations? Are there any additional nominations for the position of chair? Hearing none, I would like to close out the nominations for chair. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion to the motion? Ms. Sullivan, will you please call the roll?
Dr. Alkins,
Yes.
Mr. Cadet Hernandez, Ms. Lima Barbosa,
Yes.
Ms. Polanco Garcia,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson.
Yes.
It's unanimous. Thank you.
With there only being one nominee, I would like to entertain a motion to elect myself, Jerry Robinson, as chair of the committee for 2024. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Is there any discussion to the motion? Ms. Sullivan, please call the roll.
Dr. Alkins,
Yes.
Mr. Cadet Hernandez, Ms. Lima Barbosa,
Yes.
Ms. Polanco Garcia,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson.
Yes.
The motion is unanimous. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Sullivan. And I want to thank my fellow members for entrusting me with this privilege. It is an honor to serve and to lead this board. We have a lot of critical work ahead of us, and I look forward to working together with our superintendent to this work that is so necessary to improve our student outcomes. Thank you. We'll now move on to the position of vice chair. At this time, I would like to issue a call for nominations for vice chair.
Again, I rise to speak up again. My God, I sound like I'm a U.S. Senator. Michael O'Neill is the person that I have been very much in respect of. His depth of knowledge on issues and on practices of the committee is there's no bar to it. And I for 4 years, well, my God, this is my 6 years. For the 6 years that I've been serving, Michael, I keep learning from you every time that we sit together. So please allow me to reintroduce and renominate Mr. Michael O'Neill to the vice chair. He has been not only instrumental to us, but I'm very sure he's instrumental to the work of the superintendent, as well as in assisting Jerry Robinson performing her duty. So I'm proud to renominate him again. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Are there more nominations for the position of vice chair? Hearing none, I would like to close out nominations for vice chair. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion to the motion? Ms. Sullivan, please call the roll.
Dr. Alkins,
Yes.
Mr. Cadet Hernandez, Ms. Lima Barbosa,
Yes.
Ms. Polanco Garcia,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson.
Yes,
The motion is unanimous.
thank you. The nominations for vice chair are now closed. With there being only one nominee, I would like to entertain a motion to elect Michael O'Neill as vice chair. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion to the motion? Ms. Sullivan, will you please call the roll?
Dr. Alkins,
Yes.
Mr. Cadet Hernandez, Ms. Lima Barbosa,
Yes.
Ms. Polanco Garcia,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson.
Yes.
The motion is unanimous. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Mr. O'Neill. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I will, first of all, thank my fellow members for their support and encouragement in this role. Mr. Tran, thank you. Your words touch me deeply. It is always an honor to work with you, as it is with all the fellow members. We're all united in trying to do the right thing, right? Improve the educational opportunities for the students in our care. That's our common ground. That's what we focus on every day. And I particularly want to thank our chair, Jerry Robinson. People have no idea the time and effort and attention she puts into this role, and so thankful for what she does. Talking with everyone, including our student rep, Mr. Maida. Nice to see you, sir, and thank you for what you do. And lastly, to our superintendent. I start the year full of gratitude that you are in this role, and that our students and our staff have you leading our effort. I know how deeply devoted you are to our students in our district, and look forward to continuing to do the work so together we push it forward.
Thank you. Thank you again, and congratulations once again. I know this body is grateful for your leadership.
Yes.
And I'm personally
yes.
grateful for your wise counsel. That concludes our business for this evening. The next virtual school committee meeting will take place next Wednesday, January 10th at 5 p.m. If there's nothing further, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion or objection to the motion?
Have a good night.
All right. Thank you. Ms. Sullivan, please call the roll.
Dr. Alkins,
Yes.
thank you, both. Mr. Cadet Hernandez, Ms. Lima Barbosa,
Yes.
Ms. Polanco Garcia,
Yes.
Mr. Tran,
Yes.
Mr. O'Neill,
Yes.
Ms. Robinson.
Yes.
Thank you. It's unanimous.
Thank you. This meeting is adjourned. Good night.
Congratulations.
Thank you all. Happy New Year. See you
Happy
next
New
week.
Year.
Happy New Year.
Right. See you next week.